Have you ever thought to yourself that if I just chant hard enough, all my problems will be solved? That if I just maybe whisper sweet little nothings into my enemy's ears, I'll finally defeat him? You have? Oh well, then you're an idiot. We live in an age of hashtag crusades and meme-based morality. There are a whole lot of buzzwords flying around and not much action. You can hardly think over all the dogs barking their buzzwords of choice, and yet nothing ever changes. It's like modern people think shouting slogans into the void is going to change something. We seem to have confused buzzwords and empty rhetoric with reality. Here's the truth nobody likes to hear. Most of the words you rally behind are smoke. They feel solid in your mouth but vanish the second you try to grab them. Take equality. Sounds noble, very noble. Justice. Oh no, that's heroic. That's very heroic sounding. Who wouldn't support justice? But stop for a second and ask like two questions. Equality. What are we equalizing? Who are we equalizing? Where are we equalizing? Who's doing the equalizing? Why are we equalizing? Are we talking financial equality? So we all wake up one morning as minimum wage employees with a new fresh bank balance of 0. Or maybe we're equalizing intelligence. So we surgically lobotomize the gifted and upload ChatGPT into everyone else's brain. Or maybe it's racial equality. Okay, great. Equal treatment on the grounds of race. But what does that look like? Mandatory daily compliments for someone of a different ethnicity? A Department of Equal Eye Contact? What if I'm nicer to one race by accident? Do I get fined? Are we legislating politeness now? How many micrograms of friendliness per handshake is racially equitable? The more you try to operationalize it, the more it unravels into this Kafkaesque tangle of contradictions. Equality is such an enchanting little word, until you try to code it into law and realize it keeps throwing syntax errors. I hope we're not talking about equally distributing rat poison in the food supply or making sure everyone has equal opportunity to be picked in the Hunger Games. It's not like things being equal automatically makes them good after all. We could just as easily be chanting transcendence for all instead of equality, and it would be just as meaningless. Ah yes, transcendence for all. Who could be against transcendence? Transcending what? Transcending how? Equalizing what? Equalizing how? When are we doing it? Who's doing it? What are we even talking about? No clear policy, stance, or even complete thought has been formulated. These concepts, liberty, equality, unity, tolerance, they're all built on abstract theories, not lived reality. They emerge from idealistic philosophies and not the ground-level complexity of real life. The reason they all sound so flowery and so sweet, so pretty, is because they're all rooted in Fantasyland. They're vague concepts that emerge from some pretty 18th century fan fictions. Of course we want to be living in a gumdrop candy world prancing around with unicorns, but people, it's not real. Life is messy, chaotic, anything but neat little boxes. A truth that armchair theorists somehow still can't wrap their heads around. Nature doesn't play fair, history isn't a tidy narrative, talent isn't passed out in equal portions, cultures don't march in lockstep, people are different, situations shift, eras change, geography rewrites the rules. What works here might fail spectacularly there. There is no universal fix, no magic formula. A solution for one person can be a disaster for someone else, and pretending otherwise is intellectual malpractice. Trying to fix the world with pretty slogans is like trying to fight a wildfire with motivational posters and glittery stickers. It looks good, it feels good, but it doesn't do anything. So how is it that the whole world is babbling these meaningless phrases on repeat? Well, it's because you're under a spell. You've had a word wizard cast one on you, and while you're out here chanting peace and love, these wizards are laughing all the way to the bank. Because vague slogans are powerful distractions. While you're hypnotized by abstraction, reality keeps deteriorating. You've got visions of sugar plums and gumdrop fairies in your head, Well, the author of your delusion is enjoying his total lack of oversight as he plunders the nation. Tolerating who? Equalizing what? Nobody knows. Nobody asks. These are empty phrases. They're repeated over and over until they become dogmatic, sacred mantras that you're no longer allowed to question. You're a heretic if you question them. Logic shuts down, thought stops, a cult has been formed. That's the whole trick. Say it often enough and people stop thinking. These word wizards hijack your attention and short-circuit your neural pathways, drowning out nuanced thought with repetitive, hollow abstractions. While you're hypnotized by these lexical illusions, reality keeps deteriorating, slipping quietly past your mental firewall. The more loudly and frequently these empty slogans are spoken, the less meaningful language itself becomes. Until the very tool we thought would enlighten us is the one that keeps us in darkness. In other words, when abstractions take center stage, truth gets sidelined. And when that happens, systems fail, institutions rot, people burn out. Why? Because society starts building schools, governments, and entire moral codes around things that sound very appealing, but simply aren't true. Society lacks the foundation of truth and becomes a castle built on sand. It's not just society that falls apart. Each of our individual lives can become a castle built on sand. We build our identities, our dreams, and our values on abstractions and illusions that sound right, but don't withstand scrutiny. When those foundations crumble, so do our sense of self and purpose, leaving us feeling totally lost, empty, and depressed. Sometimes, a beautiful lie is more dangerous than an ugly truth. Snap out of it, wake up, you've been sold a word. Not a plan, not a path, just a word. You feel righteous for retweeting it, chanting it, posting it, but what exactly have you done? Chanting freedom doesn't make you free. Chanting equality doesn't make anyone equal. You've replaced action with self-soothing affirmations. You're lulling yourself to sleep on sweet little nothings. This is the challenge. Can you turn your slogans into strategies, your values into verbs? Or are you just another dopamine revolutionary fighting with likes and losing in real life? There are two types of people in the world. Those under the spell of abstraction and those who see clearly. There are those who think that saying pretty little words makes them good people. And then there are those who do the hard, ugly, complicated work of actually changing things. Which one are you? Don't let the word wizards win. We don't need more slogans. We need more sanity. We don't need more buzzwords. We need more backbone. Get out of the trance. Come back to earth. Put your hands in the soil. Build something real. Reject ideology. Embrace reality. Because slogans aren't solutions. I'm Leo Light, and this is the Imperial Synaxis. They feed you illusions. You're hungry for the truth. Subscribe if you're ready to feast on reality. I'll see you on the other side.